Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week we're going to end the year with a video talking about holiday Barbies and comparing some from the past and the present, or recent present, let's say. So, because I don't have the current 2015 doll and I don't know that I'm going to buy it unless I find one fairly cheap, and probably it would just be the African American version, so, or the brunette version from, I believe, Kmart had one this year. So, but I want to look at some of the older ones and compare them. So let's start with the earliest one that I have that I recently got for like $6 something on eBay. This is a doll that the box is dated 1990, and of course I have seen this in the past. This is the Holiday Barbie in the pink dress that you see, and let me show you the back picture to get maybe a little bit better view. So huge pink dress. These things come out, I don't know, maybe I'll leave it in. These were coming off earlier, but now they're wanting to stay on. Of course, what I don't like about this is the dress. I really dislike the dress intensely. Maybe not hate it, but I dislike it a lot. I just, it's like layer upon layer of ugly. I mean, that's my opinion. Nobody has to agree with that. And I do like the doll's face a lot. Her hair is kind of that, big hair that I tend to want to always tame down if I were to take her out of the box. By the way, she is originally priced $29.95, so has not held her value over the years, unfortunately. I think most of the holiday Barbies from the past really were popular and expensive for years, but now they've gone down in value for some reason. I guess just the overabundance of them, I'm assuming. But anyway, this is that doll, and I think there are a lot of positives about her, but unfortunately for me, the negatives are the dress and too much hair. That can be tamed down, like I said. So that's that doll. Now let's look at the 2006 Holiday Barbie, which, by the way, I'm going to see what her box also says 2006, so it gets a little confusing. And this, of course, is a Bob Mackie, as it says on the box right there. And I can easily open it, which I really like when you can open the top of the box. Well, I said easily, I spoke too soon. It doesn't want to open now. Don't you hate live things? No, I got it open. Here's a better look at this doll, and I think she's really pretty. The one thing I would say that's a slight negative is she looks like she's had a lot of plastic surgery in that face. It just looks really taut and drawn, but look at the details on the dress. I do think it's pretty. Black would not be a traditional holiday color maybe for Christmas, but it's festive, it's elegant, and it's got the red, green, blue, yellow stars, and this tree-like deal on the dress. I love the braid. In other words, it's got hair that's actually in a style, and it's actually an actual usable style, let's say, or wearable, I should say. So I really like her makeup. It's sparkly eye shadow, and then I'm trying to see what the earrings. Well, the earrings are stars and gems, and they're kind of pretty. She's got a faux fur top part here around her. And here, by the way, is the back. And like I said, this is 2006, so it's almost 10 years old. Will be soon, next year. So it says, 2006 Holiday Barbie by Bob Mackie. The most beautiful season brings celebrations filled with joy and love. If you believe the holidays deliver the gifts of harmony and hope, wrapped in magic and decorated with glamour, this special extravagance of this year, Holiday Barbie by Bob Mackie. Bob Mackie again presents a beautiful gift for this special season. The 2006 Holiday Barbie is wonderfully sophisticated in a black gown embellished with white faux fur and festive multicolored stars. I should have just read this. For years, Bob Mackey's designs have graced the most famous stars in the entertainment industry as well as the most glamorous women throughout the world. And in 1990, Mackey reached his glamour reached the pinnacle of fantasy when he began designing for Barbie. This marks his second holiday Barbie doll, sure to be treasured for years to come. Not sure how the values of this one is doing on eBay, but to me that really, in either case, it doesn't matter. If you want the doll, you want the doll. And regardless of, what the current value is, it can always go up. The sides are just basic stars, by the way. No actual pictures or photos of the doll. There is a picture of Bob Mackey, of course, which I think is kind of an old picture. I don't think that was current. He's looking a little older than that, but he's still looking, pretty good. But may have had a few facial surgeries himself. I don't know. Okay, and then the last one today is 6 years later. It's the 2012 Holiday Barbie, which this one is the brunette that I love. Very gorgeous doll, I think. Of the three, I think she's the prettiest. And I like that they've got that white tree behind her with the red bows because it looks really good with her red dress, which has this silver embellishment here. The only thing I'm not crazy about maybe is the bow on the dress. But it's okay, or the bow looking thing. Love her hair, the style. The earrings and the necklace are simple but elegant. I'm assuming this is the Model Muse body. It looks like it. Which, by the way, the original one I showed you, or the earliest one I showed you, I would assume has bendable legs. I'm not positive since I've never taken it out, but I would think back then they all did. Let me know if you know differently. The back of this one is very, very simple. No pictures. I really wish they'd put a photo on this. The box is very light. The doll was obviously very light, maybe hollow. Wrapped with a bow and kissed with a flourish of silvery glitter, Barbie doll brings the perfect holiday gift. This present is delivered with best wishes for a very joyous season and happiness throughout the year. So, I like this with the simplicity. The red and especially the dark hair looks great. Although I believe I may have, I can't remember right this second for sure, but I think I have another version of this one because I liked it so much. Like probably the African American one. It's got pictures, presents pictured on the back. I don't know if you guys can see that there. There they are. And so that's a nice little touch. And, again, the makeup is exquisite. Nice red, deep red lipstick and, smoky looking eyes with a little silver and glitter at the top. So just very, very pretty. So I would be curious to know what you guys think of these three dolls and which is your favorite through these different holiday Barbies. One thing I wanted to say also is that to me they've gotten better over the years. When I compare the oldest one I showed today with the newest one, I like it much better, the newer one. And the one, the one in the middle, the Bob Mackey, is in the middle for me. So it's kind of interesting how that fell. But the dresses, if you look at the comparison of this humongous monstrosity in my eyes, compared to something, this is even a little wide at the bottom and not what I would love to see, but it's a pretty gown. I wouldn't mind it just being just a little trimmer here, and looking, you don't see too many women wearing dresses that would literally be, so wide, but this is a doll, so that's okay. But anyway, I like this a lot better than that one. And this dress is actually, again, it's in the middle as far as the width of the dress. When you compare this one to this one. That's a little bit, it doesn't take up the whole box, whereas this one takes up the majority of the box, and that one barely stays in the box. But it's a pretty doll. I would just like to see it in a different dress, would be nice. And, yeah, I believe it's a Superstar face mold. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this one, I don't know what face mold this is on the 2012, But just very pretty doll. And one more thing I want to talk about briefly, and then maybe touch on it more in the next video before I close for today, is the recent series that came out, Made to Move Barbies and Friends, let's say. Here's the 3 that were out so far. And there's, of course, the blonde, the Asian doll, and the redhead, or brunette. I'm not positive, but it looks kind of red to me. And I like the Asian the best, because I love that face on this doll. I think it's really pretty. And nice and simple, you know, not anything, a lot of makeup, you know. I mean, basically, she's the ultimate posable Barbie, supposedly, according to this. And, you know, it is the most articulation ever that I'm aware of. And I think I saw somewhere that there's, oh, I don't know, 16 points of articulation. I mean, they can do a lot with their wrists and their elbows and their ankles and their back and their midsection and knees and neck. So just on and on. Very, very posable. Now, they're in very simple clothing or outfits because it's sort of a workout look. And, you know, I've seen a lot of people take these out and put them in other things or use the bodies on other dolls. I don't know how easy it is to get the heads off of these particular dolls, but people seem to be doing it a lot, so it's probably not that difficult. There's also an African American that I would really like to get, because I have these 3 now. I just brought this one in to show today, but I have all these 3 from Toys R Us. They were run $15 a piece when I got them, and I know there has been sales since then for the holidays. But the African American is going to be an exclusive to Target, is what I hear. And I hope that I can get my hands on one of those, or maybe more than one, but at least one to start with. So, looking forward to next year in Barbie collecting. And Happy New Year's, everybody. We're looking forward, I'm sure you are, to 2016. And hopefully it will be a year filled with positive things for everybody, all my viewers, and all my friends and family. I certainly wish you all the best. And thank you so much for watching in 2015. Take care, everyone.